like to welcome everybody to the Stay Talking Ish podcast show. This is your host, Mr. Barxdale.
And this is Gus, and I don't have another synonym for a technical genius or a savant, so
you're
prepared.
Just the technical asshole today. That's synonymous with like expertise and all that other shit.
I'm the technical king of the north.
King of the north. So Gus, man, you know, this show right here, man, I wanted to talk about, you know, our favorite show that just ended, the Game of Thrones, man. How did you feel about this season, Gus?
A little disappointed.
Why disappointment?
Cause, man, I ain't had no White Walkers kill a whole bunch of people. They hyped me up, man. They gave Jon Snow that mean look. I thought he was gonna air somebody. Thought they was gonna air some people out this season. Never happened.
Well, you know, they got to build it all up. I was happy this season, man. You know, since Game of Thrones started, well, the TV show, not the books, I've been a fan of the North and the Starks, you know?
Nah, man, they loyalty has not worked out for them.
Yeah, and you know, the Starks been getting their heads kicked in for the last couple seasons, man. You know, I had a lot of faith in Robb Stark, the young wolf. This guy went and did the dumb shit and married the chick and broke off alliances and got his whole family killed. Well, his whole family at that wedding, they got killed. That was tough for me to take. Then my man Ned Stark, you know, agrees to be labeled a traitor and then still get his head cut off. That was sickening for me. You know, Sansa, I thought Sansa's life was going to be great. She goes and marries Bolton. He fucks her in the ass. That was tough for me.
He does it to me every night.
You know what I mean? Arya Stark, man, she goes out here. I think she about to learn these ninja skills.
No, that's my homie. That's my favorite person on the show.
She gets out here and she's like the worst ninja ever. And the other chick that don't smile is just beating the brakes off her. And my man is like the many-faced god. You know what I mean? He's like, a girl has no name. Who is a girl? You know what I mean? She's like, oh, I'm Arya Stark. Get her ass handed to her. Then she finally caught on. You know what I'm saying? That's why black people don't really be on this show. Because if that was me, hit me with the stick once. You know, what's a man's name? Oh, I have no name. Yeah, name? What the fuck are you talking about? I ain't got no goddamn name. You know what I'm saying?
That stick hurt like a mother.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So this season, you know, I got to see Winterfell get taken back by the bastard Jon Snow, the new king of the North, also known as the White Wolf. I was mad that my man Ghost wasn't in this season at all. I guess they left Ghost at Castle Black. Remember? Or did Ghost get killed when they ran in the room? I don't remember Ghost getting killed. Did Ghost get killed?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so Ghost must be still at Castle Black. Hopefully they bring him back next season. You know, I got to see Arya Stark return back to the North.
What's the little brother that can't zigzag? What's his fucking name?
Oh, you talking about my man
non-zigzagging
Brandon Stark? Then you talking about the new three-eyed Raven?
Nah, the dude that got shot with the arrow.
Oh, you talking about Rickon? You know Rickon, man. He didn't watch enough Barry Sanders film.
That's his name.
Yeah, Rickon Stark.
That motherfucker ran straight.
He ran in a straight line. You learn that in Hood.
And stupid ass Johnny giving a wave like that.
Yeah, he trying to scoop him. If I'm Jon Snow, I'm like, yo, bro, you got to zigzag, my lad. You know what I mean? What are you doing? And I'd have sent the horse out there to take the arrow for him or something. Something got to give. But, you know, of course we were put on to some revelations that's really shaking up the Game of Thrones world. You know what I'm saying? In regards to the blood lineage of Jon Snow, the bastard.
Hey, yeah, I'm still a little confused about that one.
Okay, so Jon Snow, the bastard, is not Ned Stark's son. He's Ned Stark's nephew. And Ned Stark's sister, Lyanna Stark, is Jon Snow's mother. And Rhaegar Targaryen is Jon Snow's father.
So hold on. Okay. Let's see. Who's Jon Snow's mother?
Lyanna Stark.
So why did Ned think that?
No, Ned didn't think. It was a cover-up. So when Ned,
that's what threw me off. I was just trying to figure out how.
All right, so if you've seen the first season of Game of Thrones, it picks up after Rob Baratheon's rebellion, and they took the throne from the Targaryens and killed the Targaryens.
Gotcha.
So what happened there was that, you know, Rob Baratheon was like, I want to kill all the Targaryens. I want them dead, because if they still alive, then they always have a claim to the throne. So if you notice at the beginning of Game of Thrones, Daenerys wasn't going by Daenerys Targaryen. She was going by Daenerys Stormborn. And her older brother was like the last two Targaryens that was getting snuck out of the city. There was the Maester over in Castle Black, who was a Targaryen. So Ned went to find his sister, who had fell in love with Rhaegar Targaryen. But Rhaegar Targaryen was married to, you remember the Viper who kept asking the Mountain about his sister? Mm-hmm. And she said she was raped and killed, and who ordered her to be raped and killed?
Gotcha, yeah.
All right, so his sister was married to Jon Snow's father, Rhaegar Targaryen. But Rhaegar fell in love with Lyanna Stark, and then they went off and eloped and made a baby.
Yeah, that's when he went up in the tower.
Yeah, when he went up in the tower. So he goes up in the tower, and basically Lyanna Stark tells him, you know, don't let nobody know that this baby is a Targaryen, because Rob Baratheon will have him killed. You got to protect our son. You got to protect my son. So he claims the kid as his own and says that, you know, Jon Snow, his name's Jon Snow, and I had a baby with some tavern wench named Walia, and that's Jon's mother. But
look at you bringing all the names out.
But it was really Lyanna Stark's and Rhaegar Targaryen's son. That's who Jon Snow is. Jon Snow is a Stark and a Targaryen, two of the strongest families in the book of Game of Thrones.
But the only person that knows that is the book Bran, right?
Right now, the only person alive who knows that is Brandon Stark.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was a crazy season, though.
Mm-hmm. So now, you know, I thought it was good that what's Reek's real name? Theon Greyjoy. That Theon Greyjoy was able to come back to his senses.
He ain't got no penis.
Yeah, but
it was sad when his sister was going to get some bitches.
Yeah, and he couldn't get none. But I think for his character, he's shown more heart. I guess he's shown more balls without balls than he had when he had balls. You know, so it was good to see that, and to see the Iron Islands, the Ironborn, get some TV time. You know,
yeah, about time.
Yeah.
Now, well, at least now I know why they call them the Ironborn and shit.
Yeah. Why? So why do they tell? Why do they call them the Ironborn? You tell me that.
That's the one where they fucking kill them and shit. Basically, kill them and see if they freaking wake up, right?
Well, yeah, but the story behind that is different. So if you look at
damn, why you gotta know everything? And
if you look at their flag, like their flag is like a picture of a kraken or like a big octopus, and you know, according to the history of the Ironborn, it was a man who actually went into the sea and killed that monster, and when they pulled him out of the sea, he was able to be brought back to life, and that's why they say was dead never dies, and you know they roam the seas and they're good seamen, pause, because they're descendants of that man.
Gotcha.
So it was good to see them come back. How about what you think about Cersei bombing churches and shit?
Yeah, that was beautiful. I was waiting for it. I'm saying, I know the king was he like 14?
Mm-hmm.
But how you let these motherfuckers take your mom and your queen?
Well,
like what part of the game is that?
I'm gonna be quite honest. I think that the king was given some information that'll probably come out in next season that he knew that honestly he wasn't supposed to be the king, and because he's not a Baratheon.
He's a Lannister, right?
Yeah, he's a Lannister. His father was not Robb Baratheon. His father was Jaime Lannister.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I still don't understand how he just ain't go in and get his woman and his mom. I mean,
because he ain't want no smoke. He ain't want no beef. Like, he not Joffrey. Like, even though Joffrey ain't gonna fight, Joffrey would have ordered the soldiers to kill everybody and go get his mom. You know what I'm saying? Tommen was a little bit meek and submissive. You know what I'm saying?
That's not a little. That's a lot.
I mean, you know.
They captured the only coochie you ever got, too.
Yeah, and then
he was loving that coochie,
and you only hit her a few times before she died.
Now she gone.
Mm-hmm. I found it funny that Marjorie's mom went and connected with the ladies in Dorne, and they're going to come back to the Seven Kingdoms to get revenge on Cersei. And then, you know,
she gonna be a super bitch now.
Yeah, Daenerys done cleared out all of Meereen, and she's coming over there with about 100 ships, the Unsullied, the Ironborn, the Dothrakis, and 3 dragons.
Yeah, apparently there must be this whole army that the Lannisters got that we never see. Because, I mean, they don't seem like they got a lot of people.
Well, the problem is this. The Lannisters was always like a family who bought loyalty. You understand what I'm saying? So, like,
a Lannister always pays his debts.
Yeah. They bought loyalty, so they used to connect with families in the North and connect with other families and just make sure they was always on the right side of any rebellion or any conflict. And so the problem is now is that they have no connections to nobody. They're not connected to the Tyrells. The North is back united, so they have no connection with the Freys, and they have no connections with the Blackfish. You know, the only thing they might have is if Littlefinger betrays Jon Snow,
which is highly probable.
Which is very highly probable because right now, you know, people, you know, the big talk in the Game of Thrones community is that Daenerys is going to come back and marry Jon Snow.
I was thinking about that because, I mean, the North not just going to give up like that. So, you know.
Yeah, she's
plus like, I don't think I mean, I know they got dragons, but it doesn't look like the Unsullied going to make it through all that snow. I don't know.
You know, the Unsullied might not never leave King's Landing.
I mean, I'm just thinking, like, you know, I don't know. I think it's just the lack of manhood that they got between. I just can't see him going through rough winters. I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't see him going through rough winters neither. But I will say that if she leave the Unsullied and King's Landing and come out with the Dothraki and the dragons.
Well, the Dothraki, they warm people too, ain't they?
Yeah, they ride on the horses. They might not never leave. I mean, she might have to make. She might have to make a alliance.
Ain't nobody going up there, man.
But the crazy thing is,
except the White Walkers, they coming.
So let's just say Daenerys takes King's Landing next season. Even if she makes a connection with Jon Snow, her army can't fight in the North. She has no army to fight in the North. So the North would be the complete front line against the White Walkers.
Yeah, they are kind of setting it up because she was talking about she need to marry somebody.
Yes.
I don't see who else unless they they do like killing people off. So as soon as you like them,
Yeah,
especially them Starks.
I can't see her marrying Jaime Lannister.
So is it seriously ain't gonna let that happen.
Cersei might be dead. I mean, right now the Lannisters owe a whole lot of money to the Iron Banker Bravos.
I don't know what they got going for themselves now.
Who, the Lannisters?
Yeah.
Well, Cersei's the queen of King's Landing right now.
Like, they still got money?
No, they're broke.
Their army seems kind of small.
Yeah, that army.
Because they couldn't even take over what was that one fortress?
That castle?
Yeah, they was having trouble with that.
Well, I mean, they was trying not to get into a war where my man would starve them out, where they tried to starve my man out. They wanted it to end peacefully. But I think that the Blackfish and his army that left out of there, I think that Jon Snow and them going to take that castle back, and that army's going to unite with the North.
Another thing I'm confused, right, is when Daenerys was talking to the Ironborn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't the Ironborn say they were never going to be part of? Was it the seven? What you call it?
The Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is that those Ironborn are rogue now. Like Theon and his sister were bloodline to the throne, but so was the uncle who killed the father.
Yeah, but Daenerys said she was going to get it back for him
and then give it to them.
Did she say she was going to give it to him?
Yeah.
But I thought she said they still was going to be under the Seven Kingdoms, though.
Well, technically, the Ironborn Islands, I want to believe they were siding with the North, but I don't think they are a part of the Seven Kingdoms. So they would be they would kind of be the navy for Daenerys.
Plus, I guess Daenerys really don't want those damn islands anyway. They all cold and shit.
Yeah.
Cold and wet.
I mean, I think Daenerys don't even have a plan of her first plan of action once she gets back into King's Landing.
Nah, I'm pretty sure. I mean,
I think her only focus right now is probably to kill the Lannisters and get the kingdom back. I think she's going to be highly upset when she finds out that church is bombed and all her ancestors who were buried at the bottom of that church are gone forever.
She really doesn't have to have a plan because the Dothrakis are just going to lose their damn mind and just roll in there with all their damn horses like they do.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty bad. Yeah, I'm anxious to see next season, and I'm hearing that next season is the last season.
Yeah, I think they were saying the guy ain't finished writing the book.
No, he didn't finish writing the books. Right now, the show is ahead of the books. So I think where the show probably will differ from the book is that she's probably going to come and take King's Landing, and then she's going to go to the different kingdoms for fealty, and Jon Snow's probably not going to want to kneel to her. And then they're going to get married, and then the White Walkers are going to arrive, and then they're going to fight the White Walkers. Somehow the dragon fire will kill the White Walkers, but she's going to lose like one or two of those dragons. And then happily ever after the end. But she doesn't know that she's kind of marrying her
cousin.
Yeah, she's marrying her cousin.
They like five. They have like fifth, sixth cousins.
No, they like first cousins.
Are they?
Because Rhaegar Targaryen was her father's brother. Yeah, and the only kid he had was Jon Snow. So yeah, they first cousins. But what I think is going to happen is, so let me ask this question: you're Jon Snow and you're the king of the North now. Do you allow somebody to dub you the name Jon Stark? Like, do you allow Sansa to make it known throughout the kingdoms that you're no longer Jon Snow, you're Jon Stark?
Nah, Yeah, I mean, I'm keeping my name. Y'all called me a bastard all this time. Yeah, I'm stayed a bastard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I did all this stuff being a bastard.
Being a bastard.
Now y'all want to forget you know what? I keep it. You know what I mean?
So, Gus, how did you feel about finally seeing Ramsey Bolton get his whole shit ate off?
Yeah. I mean, it was necessary. I mean, it was nice. It was nice. I mean, he was a super asshole, like, for no reason.
Mm-hmm. The opposite of Jon Snow. And so when it was the battle of the bastards, it was really like a battle of the evil bastard versus the battle of the virtuous bastard.
He was like evil on a whole nother level. Like, he never had a hug ever.
But the crazy thing is, from just reading the books and reading up history of everything, the Boltons and the Starks always had beef. So when Roose Bolton betrayed Robb Stark, of course all of us was like, damn, that shit is crazy. But he probably was always scheming on Robb Stark.
Stay scheming.
Mm-hmm. Haters wanna kidnap me. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened. So I'm excited about the next season, man. I'm real excited, man.
It just better not be the last one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else to watch.
So Tyrion's coming home to King's Landing, where he's a traitor.
I mean, it's about time him and his sister would head up. She just didn't like that motherfucker for nothing.
Well, she blamed him for killing their mother.
I mean, I get that, but
you know what I mean? She when her mother died, giving birth to him.
I mean, if you think about it, really not his fault.
That wasn't his fault, but he did kill the dad. That was his fault.
Yeah, I would have killed the dad. Yeah,
and he killed her over a whore.
Yeah, but it was like the last straw.
Yeah, like, you fucked me over. Now you fucking my bitch. Like,
well, he kept telling him to send the chick away and shit.
Yeah, and then he took her for himself.
That's a real snake move. Plus, Tyrion, he ain't never get his props. He saved King's Landing and shit.
And the king put a hit out on him. How real is that? You see my uncle on the battlefield killing. And he saved the city when everybody else was cowering. And really, I think that's really why Daenerys is going to win this battle, because he knows where the building is weak at. He knows exactly where to attack that castle at.
No, that is true.
And the people not going to fight for Cersei. They're not. I don't think they're going to get any resistance from the people of King's Landing.
Yeah, that bitch is crazy. She was all dressed in black like the Omen.
Yo, I hate Cersei, bro. I really do. She like a real evil chick, bro.
Well, all her kids dead now. You know she gonna be.
You know that was the prophecy. That all her kids was gonna die, and all three of them died. One of them didn't even deserve it.
The daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was kind of fucked up.
You know, the Lannisters didn't fuck over the Viper. The Viper's cockiness fucked him over, cause he had the mountain beat. All he had to do was just stab the mountain. You killed her. You raped her. You murdered her. And then got his skull crashed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have just won the fight. Like, what the fuck? I was mad as hell when that happened.
I don't know. The Dorne look like they chilling over there, all nice and cozy. I don't know what they.
Well, you know, she's the queen now. Yeah, so they about to come over there for war. Yeah, it's about to go all bad with the next Game of Thrones, man. I'm anxious for this shit.
Plus, I gotta see Arya Stark grow up. That's my homie.
Well, she catching bodies.
She still got that list.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Your favorite part of this whole season? Your favorite scene, your favorite part of this whole season?
When Theon Greyjoy threw the the chick off the cliff or the side of the wall. When Sansa and Theon were ready to run away, and what's the guy's name?
Bruce. I mean, Ramsey.
Yeah, his side chick called him,
I forgot her name, but I know what you're talking about.
and he was looking like, "What the fuck we gonna do?"
Yeah,
And
he just threw off the building.
Because it was actually, the tables turned right there. It was like, damn, let's finally stop being a little bitch. Because I was, what I mean, especially when his sister came back to get him, and he was like,
no, I'm good, Reek. He said, I'm good, Reek. I'm loyal, Reek. I said, damn. That boy.
The brainwashing was serious up in that boy.
You done lost a couple fingers. He done tortured you, made you think you was getting away just to make you run in circles. He done cut your Johnson off, sent it to your dad. You know what I'm saying? And you lived through all of that. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention this dude was like so sadistic, like you just never know what else he had Reek into. You know what I mean?
I missed it. Did John see him yet?
Who, Theon?
Yeah.
No, he didn't see Theon.
He left, right? Oh, he went back to his
He went home. He when Bren found them, she took Sansa back to Castle Black, and he went home. But for me, my favorite part of the episode, my favorite part of this whole season was when they were standing in the castle. They standing in Winterfell, and the little chick get up, and she call out the other lords for being cowards. You know what I mean? And she look over at Jon Snow. Told Jon Snow, this is my king from his first day until his last.
She like 9 years old.
9 years old. I was like, yo, if she was a boss, I'd work for her. She got the right things on her fucking mind. You know what I mean? And they call my man King of the North, yo. I was like, yeah, Jon Snow came a long way. I still remember Ned Stark made him take the black. Then when they was all in King's Landing and it started going bad, when Rob Baratheon had got speared by like a boar, cracked his ribs and shit. He about to die. And the first thing Ned did was try to get all his kids out of King's Landing. Only one that they really made stay. Well, I guess Arya stayed, but then what Sansa was promised to Joffrey, because Rob Baratheon thought that was his son.
Yeah, that was a sadistic little motherfucker too.
Yeah, I was. My few favorite moments of this whole series all dealt with a Lannister dying and something bad happening to Lannisters. Yeah.
So you think the boy Bronn never going to get his castle?
Yeah. I think that Jaime's going to leave King's Landing and take Bronn with him and the Lannister army and go back to Casterly Rock.
Why you look at his sister? He was shook.
Nah, he wasn't shook.
He looked shook.
No, when the look that I saw in Jaime was a look like this bitch really did this. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a dad who loved his kids and all his kids is dead.
Yeah, I mean shook like this bitch is crazy.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like he's definitely not co-signing her right now.
Well, I mean, what do you? I mean, you can't tell her nothing.
If I'm Jaime, I'm getting out of King's Landing.
And she was still talking about how much she enjoyed fucking her brother.
Yeah, that was funny.
So
that was a funny shame.
Now he gonna have to be her little bitch if he stick around.
Yeah. That whole situation.
Because he's not as crazy as she is.
No, and he's not as eager to have power like she is. I think that, when Jaime was captured and they cut his hand off and they had him sleeping and laying in his own shit and piss and wasn't feeding him. I think it was a real humbling situation. I think Jamie was a real cocky dude until that time, and he had to think about things that he did to survive and people that he had to lean on for him to still be alive. Like, he a different dude.
Yo, man, I still thought he was going to get that coochie from Brienne.
I thought he was too.
He ain't never get it.
Nah. Yeah, I don't think he wants to go against Brienne. So that's why I think he's really going to withdraw himself and the Lannister army from this battle.
Yeah, he probably knows it's about to get real crazy.
Yeah, man. Game of Thrones, man, great show, man. If you're missing out on this show, you're missing out on.
Yeah, the whole point was to let y'all know that brothers be looking at Game of Thrones too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
we down with Game of Thrones, man. Game of Thrones had everything on Smash for me from April to the last episode, man. And I can't wait till next April, I guess, when all this shit comes back.
Yeah, now it's baseball season. I ain't got shit to watch.
I'm cool on baseball. Fuck baseball.
Well, now I gotta wait for preseason.
You're an Eagles fan.
All right, man. This is a Game of Thrones episode.
Okay.
Anything else, man?
Nah, that's about it, man. If you're a Game of Thrones binge watcher, Game of Thrones follower like me and Gus.
Because y'all black people be hiding. Y'all be acting like y'all watching.
Acting like y'all ain't down with Thrones, man.
Y'all be just trying to bring up Empire in conversations.
Yeah. I hate Empire. I hate that show.
Or Power.
I love that show. And the best thing about Power, they understand, like, we're not putting our show on TV on Sunday nights until Thrones is over.
It makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. It's good watch. Good watch on TV. So, leave us your comments. Leave us some feedback, man. I love to have a Game of Thrones discussion with you guys, man.
You're a super nerd. I think I got to start reading the book so I can catch up with you.
I mean, when I'm interested in things, I need to know history on it because I don't like having questions that can't be answered.
I like just talking to people that know more than me. Now I got the answers.
That's true. Well, somebody had to.
Now I don't have to read the book.
No, you really don't. But the books ain't going to end like the TV show. So you might want to read the books just to find out how he sees this ending.
No, I'm good.
No doubt. So, give us some feedback, man. StayTalkingIsh.com.
Stay Talking Ish Instagram. Stay Talking Ish SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Facebook.
iTunes.
All over the place.
All that shit.
Yo, like the Facebook page.
Please. Give us feedback give us the 3 stars on SoundCloud, please.
It was on iTunes, man.
Same difference.
And it's only 3 stars if they don't like it.
Okay.
You're supposed to give us 5 stars.
Well, give us 10 stars. What the fuck? Just like it.
Well, that one means you have to do it twice and give us 5 stars twice.
All right. Star Spangled Banner. We need all 50 of them.
That's a good question. Would you rather have 2 5s or 1 dime?
I like variety, so give me 2 5s. Because then I would get tired of the dime, and then I would probably cheat on her with a 5 anyway.
Yeah, dimes after a while they turn into like 7.5.
Yeah, once because they personalities is boring.
Anyway,
yeah. So thank y'all for tuning in, man. Rock with your boys, man. Peace.
Peace.